Today I want to talk about back pain treatment in Bangalore. Back pain is a very broad general term. Here at Dr. Spine Chiropractic Clinics, we do back pain treatment. If you're looking for back pain treatment in Bangalore, you're looking basically for someone to treat the spine. So when I'm referring to the back, I'm talking about the spine. The spine is everything from your head, which is up in here, all the way down through your neck, through your mid-back, upper back, low back, and your pelvis. So when we're talking about back pain, we're talking about a very large area of concern. Most of you, however, think of back pain generally in terms of mid-back and low back. The people that come to me at Dr. Spine generally say they have back pain. Usually they're talking about their mid-back and low back, but it also includes the neck. I'm going to talk in general terms about back pain treatment and let you decide what is best for you. Here at Dr. Spine, we treat back pain many different ways using chiropractic adjustments. First of all, I may palpate the spine, I may palpate the neck, but usually what I do is I start with the pelvis. When I start with the pelvis, that means that I consider this area in the pelvis to be your foundation. The foundation of your back, the foundation of your spine, is most important simply because this foundation can tilt, it can rock side to side, it can tilt back, depending on your posture, depending on your sitting habits, depending on your traveling habits, and the type of work that you do. If you do the type of work that requires a lot of sitting, a lot of computer work, you're going to be sitting and the pelvis will have a tendency to shift forward, and you're going to have increased curvature in the low back, you're going to have increased curvature in the mid-back and the neck, and your head is going to jut forward. So when we're talking about back pain, we're not just talking about low back, mid-back, we're talking about the entire spine and the pelvis. And so when a patient comes to me at the Whitefield Clinic at Dr. Spine, first thing I do is I look at their pelvis. I need to find out how the pelvis is situated in relation to the rest of the spine. So I do a postural exam. I'll have a person stand up and I will check their posture, right, left, forward, backwards, find out if there's any scoliosis present, find out if there's any curvature of the spine, and I'll check to see if there's any interference with regard to the spine. And what that means is that maybe a person has low back pain. You could have back pain on the side, or you could have back pain that comes from palpation in the nerve roots itself. These nerve roots are these little areas of the spine where you see these little yellow things coming out here. Those represent nerve roots. And the nerve root can sometimes be irritated, can sometimes be pinched, and that's why we call it a pinched nerve, because of the rotation of the vertebra over that nerve and the disc involved. Sometimes the disc can swell, it can irritate the nerve. So back pain treatment will involve, first of all, doing what is called a differential diagnosis, which means I determine, is this a disc problem? Is this a facet problem? Facets are the joints between the vertebrae. Or is this a muscle problem? And the muscle can be a psoas muscle spasm, it could be a twisted pelvis, it could be a SI joint or sacroiliac joint problem, or it could be something else. Sometimes the problem even starts from the skull, from the head, from the top of the neck. If that's the case, I can do a diagnosis and determine whether or not this area needs to be addressed first in order to repair something that's down here. The body is very complex and very mysterious, but it does have a way of communicating, especially to a chiropractor who is well trained to read these signs and to understand how the body functions. So we don't use drugs, we don't use surgery, and in fact we don't really treat disease. What we do is we align the spine, or we make sure the spine is in alignment. After that, the body can heal itself. Just like your body can digest food, just like your body can automatically breathe while you're asleep, your body can also heal itself from misalignments as long as the interference is removed from the spine to give you the best relief possible. So here at Dr. Spine, we do a lot of back pain treatment. So come see us at the Whitefield Clinic to get you started back on the path to health. Thank you. I'm Dr. Michael Craig with Whitefield Clinic, Dr. Spine.